It's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. Welcome back. Oh, wait.
Dude, I'm going to have such a hard time watching you.
Welcome back to a special Halloween. Should you watch this with the Popcorn Priest, home of the Golden Bucket. A weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends, take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question. Should or shouldn't you watch this? Trick or treat or die. Halloween from 1978 is next.
This is the best.
All right, here we go. I'm doing this on the fly. This is like the second video pod I've ever done. So
this is the best. This is a better way to do it than we have been.
Here we go. The trailer. Oh, wait. This is not the trailer. That's the theme song again. See? I'm all discombobulated.
Halloween.
I think he'll come back.
Halloween, the night he came home. Rated R.
That's it.
That's the whole thing.
That was the TV trailer. Oh, there was like a little...
You missed the extra scene, dude.
All right. Again, this is how the sausage is made, so...
Yeah, dude. This is awesome.
I'd like to welcome back, by popular demand, Doctor... That's not my real face, Dare.
What up? Thanks for having me back, bro.
Welcome back, dude. I think a lot of people like the Dare. And
Not once they see my face. But I apologize, everyone. I got a voice for radio.
So I have a couple of housekeeping items. The first thing is I should keep the applause going.
I'll help.
I just received monetization. So I just want to thank the listeners.
Bro, you better get it.
I want to thank the listeners. I want to thank movies. I want to thank freaking John Carpenter too. Let's throw him in there.
Yeah.
Who else you're supposed to thank when something cool happens? Your agent,
your producer. Yeah,
that's all him. Sharon, the HR lady at Should You Watch This? Everyone's getting thanked. I want to thank past guests who've been on the show. There's been many. All my friends and people and
Oscar award-winning directors, like
true. We do have
us. There's some actual legit dudes on this thing now, man.
We do have a new series called Behind the Reel. I've been fortunate enough to talk to a couple of directors. One, a first-time director, which was really interesting for me, Anthony D'Ambrosio. So check that out. And then also Steven Bernstein. So he's a cinematographer for movies like Monster, White Chicks, Half Baked, like
classics.
Pretty amazing. And it was last week's episode. So if you haven't listened, it's also a video podcast. So if you're listening to this on another platform, you're just hearing our voice, which is sad because you can see our face on Spotify. If you go to Spotify, check it out. You can see the video of this. It's kind of new. Let us know what you think.
My first one. This is fun.
The other thing I wanted to do is mention I'm getting over a cold. So sorry if
not as silky as usual, dude.
Not as silky, a little beat up, but I'm healthy. and I'm back. But
He actually started smoking. That's what's going on.
true, yeah, I'm now a chain smoker. Yeah, I would recommend it. No, I would not recommend it. Anyway, the reason why we're watching and reviewing Halloween is many reasons. One, it's going to be released in October. And Dr. Dare told me that we had to do this prior to Halloween so you could
Yeah,
listen to
dude. No
this.
one watches Halloween shit after Halloween, bro.
So we're doing this prior to Halloween so you can listen to both episodes and then watch it before Halloween. So you're welcome. And the third reason is there's a listener of mine. His name is The Terror, ironically. He asked me to, he said that I was a little short with horror movies, although I have a couple in our filmography.
No, you
But
don't. What else do you have, dude?
Mandy, that's a pretty crazy
That's
horror
a.
movie.
I think that's a horror movie.
And then another John Carpenter, The Thing.
Yeah, that's suspense.
No,
I mean,
it's so much horror, dude.
at the end, maybe.
There's a lot of horror aspect. Way more horror and gore than this film, in my opinion.
Ooh, I just hard disagree, bro.
Man,
I
okay.
watched the thing and was like, just kind of, I could just watch it, no problem. This time I flinched at the screen 100 times, shrieked away, looked away. This one got me, dude. Not the thing.
The Thing is, it's more of like you want to see you can't look away. It's like a train wreck because there's lots of really insane practical effects. This
Yeah.
isn't that way. There's not a ton of blood in this movie, which has surprised me.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I think it's so good. It didn't need to be over the top, gory, splurting blood like I'm
Yeah,
gonna get into.
and we'll get into it. Yeah, but
Anyway, the terror.
so The Terror. I appreciate your recommendation. Maybe we'll sprinkle some more horror films in if
We'll try and stomach them, dude.
if
I'm
people
not built for it.
if people
I'm not
like
built
it.
like you, bro.
I'm not either. So this is a favor to him. So happy Halloween to you.
You know
The
what though?
Terror.
Like, I really loved it. I would
Yeah.
never have watched this if not for that.
True.
Super happy I did.
Yeah.
Super
Well,
happy I did.
again, I don't watch horror. It's not kind of a thing I do. Neither it is for you. So, and the other thing too that's really cool about this is you and I had never seen Halloween.
No.
So this is kind of like a cool way of talking about a movie that we would never have watched probably.
I wouldn't have without like a double dare, which is what this felt like. He like triple dog double dared us. So we
Yeah,
had to.
it's definitely a dare for the Dr. Dare. And you're welcome, Terror. So enjoy. The description for this one: 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night in 1963. Also, huge spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonfield, Illinois, to kill again. I don't like the description.
I don't either.
I don't really like the descriptions always.
Yeah. I mean, AI could do better than whoever's writing them.
Directed by the aforementioned John Carpenter. I put a question mark on this statement. The goat of horror? I don't know. I'm not a horror guy, so I don't know if I'm the one to say that. But based on what my research was, this seems like it.
He's the only director I could name, like off the top of my head, that's known for doing horror.
Yeah.
I mean, Nope. You know, maybe. Oh my gosh, what is his name? Keegan? No,
Keegan. I always say Keegan Michael Key.
dang it. But yeah, like that's the only modern director I know who.
Yeah,
does
but he's
horror.
too young to be a goat.
Yeah, he's got like 4. I feel
So
like
I don't know.
Carpenter
You tell us.
dozens.
Is he the goat? I don't know. I think I would say yes based on his filmography.
Yeah,
He directed. Listen to this. He directed Dark Star, which actually kind of spawned and inspired Alien in some way, because Dan O'Bannon, who wrote the story of Alien, was the writer behind Dark Star, and that became Alien. I mean, that
That's
became
wild. That goats
before.
him right there.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. He did Escape from New York, The Thing, Christine, Starman, Big Trouble in Little China. I mean, just awesome. Ripping them off, dude.
Great stuff.
They Live. There's so many in there. Some of them I haven't seen, but I think, and then he kind of just drops off. I think he just plays video games and smokes weed all day.
That sounds sick.
Sounds great. Sounds
Like if I ever make it, that's where you'll find me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, you
once
know
we
what?
hit it big, that's all I'll be doing.
I've made enough. I'm just going to do video games from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Seth Rogen from This Is the End.
Oh, no. Oh, man, I don't like that movie. I hate when you bring that up.
It's the best.
All right. Top billed stars are Donald Pleasance. What an interesting last name. Pleasance. Jamie Lee Curtis and Tony Moran. Runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes, which perfect.
Perfect, dude.
And it's well paced. Like, I don't care what anyone says. We're going to get into it in a little bit with the reviews, but I love the slow plotting stuff that leads up to the finale.
I didn't feel that way to me. I mean, we can get into it, but
Yeah. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says holiday, horror, mystery, and thriller.
why do you have to say holiday?
Yeah, when someone says holiday, I think of Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween is a holiday, and it's called Halloween, so cool, but it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. It just should be horror.
Yeah.
I would say you could throw in slasher if you'd like.
Yeah.
IMDb
Spoiler,
says
he uses a knife.
IMDb says B horror, slasher horror, horror, and thriller.
That's legit.
It's too many. Just
Yeah, I don't know why you have to say B horror. It kind of has that feel just because it's old, but I don't think it would have been a B horror when it came out.
I mean, based on its budget, maybe, but like again, I don't feel like they were setting out to make a B horror film. They were trying to make just a good horror
More
movie.
money doesn't make this a better movie, dude.
No, and we'll talk about that too. Which I love this discussion we're going to have probably next week. But
Yes.
speaking of IMDb, this gives a rating of 7.7 out of 10 from 329,000 reviews.
It could even be higher.
Oh,
I mean, that's a really high rating, but this is the best horror movie. This
Real-
was so good.
really high rating. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 97% from 89 critic
Yep.
ratings and 89% from 250,000 plus ratings.
I
audience.
disagree with the audience. It should be higher.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's people who are like, I don't like horror movies. That's not a reason to downvote it or to
Yeah.
give it a low score.
I think this is, again, horror movies, if it's not your thing, and if you only watched a few horror movies, I think this could be one of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Like, I'm not going to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not going to do it. Like, sorry.
I did, and
Ugh, no.
it was the
But I'll watch
scariest.
this. I'll watch Silence of the Lambs. We should do a Silence of the Lambs pod, dude.
Oh, man. Is she a really big fat person?
Bro.
Where to stream this right now? On Plex for free. If you want to watch some ads, which, to be honest, kind of saved me when I watched this. I'm going to tell you my experience of watching Halloween for the first time.
I won't spoil it.
It's just a wild story, but I loved the ads because it kind of gave me a respite from being terrified. So we'll talk about that later also. Or you could just buy the 4K Blu-ray if you're not scared. Just go get it, and you can watch it whenever you want instead of.
I would
not
say
getting time.
high rewatchability. So if you're like worried about buying it, I'd watch this again. And I don't
Yeah,
like
especially
horror.
around Halloween, around
Yeah.
the holidays. I mean, all right, dude. Are you ready for Popcorn Reviews the Reviews? Where the heck is my soundbite, dude?
Don't touch your mic.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
All right, dude. I kind of slimmed this down because I picked some longer reviews. So I only have 2 of each. 2 1
Okay.
out of 10s,
Okay.
2 10 out of
I mean,
10.
I'm kind of sad, but I guess it's your podcast, so
It
whatever.
is my show, so thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you
I
want
guess
first?
Sack Lunch can have 5 and I'll get 2. Cool.
5. I only do 3.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm not as mad.
All right. What do you want first? Or how do you want them?
I like the whiplash, dog.
Okay. Do you
I
want
want
to end on a
Whiplash.
good note or
I want to end on a bad one.
Yes. Okay. First 10 out of 10 comes to us from Reese EC. Reacac. It's spelled Reeceicy. Reese's.
Yep. I think
They
you got
gave
it.
this review in 2021, so recently. Reese says, greatest slasher ever made. The best slasher ever made, and arguably one of the best horror movies ever made. John Carpenter is a genius. Amazing direction, an atmosphere built upon suspense and terror, effective use of first-person pay shots.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know. I think that might be a
I think I know what they
misspelling.
mean, but
A pay shot. I don't know what that is. Immensely influential, this movie birthed the best slasher villain, the best final girl, which I learned is a thing, and the best soundtrack theme. Above average acting and great performances from Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance, R.I.P.
yeah.
Although Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Black Christmas came before, this was the blueprint that sent the 80s into a slasher frenzy.
Black Christmas?
I want to say that I've heard of the name of Black Christmas, but I don't know anything about it.
I've never even heard of that.
I haven't either.
Remind me later to talk about how scary the soundtrack is, because they hit on the soundtrack.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's
And there's so much cool like backstory behind it that I didn't know. Well, I didn't know
Okay.
anything, so
I'll remember
right.
them.
here's the first 1 out of 10. Comes to us from A Kiss in the Dream House. Guys, it's a guy, lady, man, woman, child, gave this review in 2009. They say, I'm sorry, but this may have been scary in 1978 when it came out. But in modern times, it just doesn't hold up. The only interesting scene in the entire movie is the opening scene where Michael kills his sister. Again, spoiler alert. Wearing his Halloween mask. The most startling moment in the whole film is when his parents rip the mask off to see their son killed their daughter. The film goes downhill from there and doesn't pick up until the last 15 minutes. But by then it's too late. We, the audience, have lost all interest in the story. There is barely any character development, and people always rave about Laurie being such an exceptional heroine when there really isn't much to her. I'm sorry to disagree with everyone terrified by this movie, but if you want a great horror movie, go watch The Shining or Rosemary's Baby. Those are the 2 best horror films ever made. Halloween is certainly not in their ranks. Shows you what an awful reviewer Roger Ebert is, that he gave it 4 stars, 1 out of 10.
That's the worst take I've ever heard on any any of your podcasts.
It's wild. And it's coming from a guy who hates this. Not hates it, but doesn't really appreciate it like others do.
Yeah, that's a cold take.
That's a
That is a cold take, dude.
yeah.
I don't agree with anything that was said there at all.
Do you think there's some element of, the modern youth who is ADHD, can't sit still for more than 10 seconds, they're scrolling on their phone while they're watching a movie?
I don't think so because of the Shining reference. That's not a fast,
That's true.
hit you all the time. That is very slow.
That is
And it is
true.
a great movie. I mean, I love The Shining, but I just don't agree. I was really worried about it being dumb and
Mhm.
being just a purely a B movie where I would be laughing at it and it would be preposterous. So I wasn't expecting to be scared, and it was terrifying. So I don't get their take at all. Cold take.
That's weird. A Kiss in the Dream House. I disagree.
It could have been hyped up so much.
That's true.
Like maybe it's hyped up so much that they just, and maybe this is their favorite thing, and so they're super. I don't know, but I just
It
don't
is
agree.
hyped up a lot, but like to his point, like there's a reason for it. This really was paved the way for horror in the next 15 to, I don't know, 10 to 15 years,
Yeah,
and still is influencing movies like Scream.
100%. Yeah.
So, all right, here's our last
Also,
10.
it's the only slasher. It's a slasher movie. Maybe they don't like slasher movies because The Shining, Rosemary's Baby, not. I mean,
Maybe that's a
Rosemary's Baby is
axe movie.
gross and a thriller. I don't know. Dude,
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude, that movie, The Shining, there's a couple scenes in there that haunt my mind and my memories.
I think this was scarier than The Shining.
There are moments in this that are definitely scarier for me.
Yeah,
So,
The Shining is very good. I don't watch it a lot. I'll watch this every Halloween coming up. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't really enjoy The Shining.
yeah, it's a slog. You got to put in the work.
You do 100%. And
Uh,
I think like the reading the book ruined the movie a little. I read the book first, which was awesome, and then the movie was good. I
yeah.
get it, but the documentary is better than the movie in my
Oh
opinion.
man, if the documentary Room, was it 113 or
I can't remember the number,
the
but yeah.
number Room something, it's it's better than the movie for sure.
Yeah, yeah, just like Heart of Darkness. Not
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
Apocalypse Now isn't a great movie, but the documentary is better than the movie.
Way better and longer, ironically.
Yeah.
All right, here's the last 10 out of 10. And I just want to shout out Smells Like Cheese because we feature him on on the show quite a
He's
bit.
in Defeat.
Oh, oh man, we just recorded Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There was a long stretch where we talk about feet. I'm not a I know you're out there, people. I know you like them. I don't like feet. And stop putting them in front of me so much. And then dirty feet. I don't need them. Smells like cheese. Okay. All right. Smells Like Cheese says the one, the only Halloween, the scariest movie of all time. That's a bold statement from Smells Like Cheese.
Yeah.
He says Halloween is one of those movies that gets you skin deep. It is, in my opinion, the scariest movie of all time. Michael Myers is the best boogeyman ever. He was just so terrifying. What makes Halloween so special is that there was no special effects, where you can tell how computer animated it is. This was on a low budget and had a one-note score, yet managed to scare the hell out of people. 25 years, and this movie still has the same effect as it did in 1978. It's about a boy, Michael Myers, blah, 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 blah. The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Michael is on a mission, though, to kill his sister, Laurie, played by a new Jamie Lee Curtis. She has to babysit on Halloween while her friends are out partying, and of course, we know the rules. They get it, but Laurie may stand a chance. She's still the virgin. I don't think that's. I don't think they say that in the movie. It's not like I don't think that's part of the
These are
plot.
just the tropes of horror.
Yeah,
The last girl trope.
I don't agree with that. Smells like cheese. There's no talk about that.
We're pretty sure she's sexually active.
How smells
Can
like
just tell, you know?
Smells Like Cheese goes on to say in closes, Halloween pays many homages to Psycho. We have another character named Sam Loomis and Jamie Lee Curtis, the daughter of Janet Leigh, who is in Psycho.
Ooh.
Halloween is an absolute terrific movie that breaks boundaries and makes you lock the doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. Halloween, the ultimate horror film, 10 out of 10.
You should have both of these positive reviewers on this podcast instead of me. Those were tremendous. Well spoken, well said. I mean, I agree on all counts. Like, those were great reviews.
Smells Like Cheese. I know you're listening. Drop us a line. Let's join in. Let's
get you on the pod.
Exactly. All right, the last 1 out of 10.
Let me rearrange here. I'm so excited. There's got to.
This comes to us from J.K. Stevens, 57. His title is, or they, he, she, it. Oh,
57.
police.
This is a at least 50-year-old person.
Could be his birth date.
57, and just like if it's a 69, they're younger and they're like me. That's what I would put. But if they're putting 57, they don't really know how computers work. Probably. They've just had this for a long time. This is an old person.
Yeah, J.K. Stevens says, 57, says, oh, police. And he spells it police. I remember seeing this movie when it first came out in 79. He says 79. It actually came out in 78.
Yep, old person. Told you.
Old person. We were right. My friends and I went to the theater expecting to see the scariest movie ever made. Now, mind you, I had been sneaking into movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Surpring? I don't know what that means, dude. Susprig?
How do you spell this, bro?
It says Suspiria. Suspiria. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a movie.
We got there. Suspiria.
That's a weird movie.
Have you seen it?
No, but I watched the trailer because my wife, instead of watching Halloween again to prepare for this, I had to find another one, and that was one I almost watched. I decided to find one that was less terrifying seeming, like nightmare inducing. It looks nuts, man. Very psychological, and I'll probably end up watching it. I'll let you know.
Well, yeah, let me know because I'm out on that one. And The Exorcist, which, oh my gosh, I should never watch that, by the way.
My dad walked out of that movie.
I could see why. You know, for me, horror, I don't love the Stabby McStabbertons. And I don't like serial killers as much because I feel like that's real. And I'm the priest. I believe in Jesus. If
My dad's a very religious person, and when he was young, I think that's what makes that movie so good, is it kind of preys on the fears that you are enhanced by being a more religious person, dude. It makes it way scarier. Yeah. I watched that and I'm like, I don't know, it's fine. But when I was younger, I was more religious, and it scared me way, way more.
It was scary, dude. Well, so they cite these 3 movies, saying he snuck into them since I was a little kid. But Halloween was the first time I went to see an R-rated horror film legitimately. My friends, however, were not exactly dyed-in-the-wool horror fans like myself, and were duly frightened by the proceedings. I, on the other hand, was kept awake only by the sporadic yelps and squeals from all the other neophytes in the audience.
What a condescending thing to say. Damn.
I was like, what? I did not see then, nor do I see now, why this movie made such a big impression on everybody. It's just not that scary, folks. Unless by scary you mean highly derivative, unimaginative, and dull.
That is wild.
I can't believe you could even say those three words about this film.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how religious this person is. They're the one casting the first stone. That's their thing. What a jerk. What a real jerk. Neophytes? Who even uses that word?
What
Just
does
call
that
us
word
stupid.
even mean, dude? Do you know what that word means?
It's like calling me a caveman, calling me an idiot. You're
Come
so
on,
stupid to be
J.K.
afraid of it.
Stevens, pop off, dude.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the reviews I have. I'm sorry there's not more, but
That's a good one. I really dislike those two people.
I also do. And it's interesting because this is for
Neophytes. They had to Google that word.
yeah.
What's a fancy word for idiot?
This was interesting, and it's interesting for Sack Lunch, one of our guests on the show. There are 1,848 reviews on IMDb. 42 of them are 1-star, and
That's a lot.
752 are 10-star.
Whoa, no middle here.
Wow, that's like a huge gap. Usually they're pretty similar. Like there's like 30 and 30, or maybe 30 and 45 or 50. It's never such a huge gap like this. It's interesting. All right, dude.
Dang, I'm like upset. Let's get to the next thing.
5 reasons why you should watch Halloween. I've got 5 reasons. Let me know if I missed any, Dr. Dare.
Okay.
Number 1, if you like John Carpenter, this is for you.
Yep.
I purposely put that first because if you're a fan of him at all, I think you should watch this.
Yeah, it's his seminal work.
And that's coming from a guy who wouldn't normally watch this. I'm saying you should watch it.
You should, because I think there are a lot of people. Who I was before this was like, I knew some of his funny stuff. I thought horror was going to be very much like his vampire, which was dumb.
There was like I can't remember, it was like a devil type vampire movie or something.
Yeah, just that's not his best work, and that's what I associate him with the most. You should associate him with this, and it made me think much more highly of him for sure.
I would say most people, I would say they associate him with The Thing more than this, but maybe not. Maybe that's just
I'm just
me.
saying me. I was like John Carpenter's Vampire, which I saw and was like, John Carpenter's the worst director of all time.
No.
And knowing that he directed The Thing, and
what about
Escape
Big
from
Trouble
New York.
Little China?
But it was the vampire movies. I associate Goldie Hawn with Big Trouble Little China, much less on the director. I don't know.
Goldie Hawn, she wasn't in that movie.
Or who was in Big Trouble?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Sorry, I mixed up two Kurt Russell movies there. Either way, I don't associate it with.
All right, well, that's my number
Carpenter.
1.
Perfect.
Number 2 is, if you want to see the genesis, I would say, of the slasher horror subgenre, this is for you.
I don't know any other ones other than Black
Christmas.
Maybe that was.
Number 3, if you want to hear the coolest and most chilling soundtrack, this is for you. There's some really fun trivia that I found about this stuff. So, and probably most of you have heard this, but it's coming from a guy who doesn't know anything like this. And it was very, very interesting and surprising to me. Number 4, if you want to see Jamie Lee Curtis's debut,
that should be number 1.
This is it.
It launched the best heroine, the GOAT. The Go.
I think Ellen Ripley is my GOAT.
Well, actress.
Oh, actress. Okay. Yeah, she's got a lot under her belt.
Oh, man. Easily the Go.
What are you saying?
The greatest of all heroines.
The Go. The Go.
Sorry, that wasn't more obvious.
It was not. Uh,
Yeah, she's the best.
you know what's funny about this? She's like 19 in this film, and her voice sounds the exact same.
It's like she's gonna live forever.
It's wild. Usually you hear like a different pitch, or it's like whatever, but it sounded if I closed my eyes, I was seeing her in, True Lies or something. I could
Yeah,
I could hear her exact pitch and voice. It's really
yeah.
wild.
I think that's the number one. My number one favorite thing was seeing her in this movie. It was so awesome.
Finally, if you watch this alone and you're hopped up on cold medication and you want to have nightmares for years to come, this is for you.
Don't do that.
Okay, here, I just got to tell you this brief story. I was sick recently. I had a cold. I don't know. It was a really bad cold because I had like fevers, and maybe it was the cold vid. I'm not really sure. But I was really sick, and I was forced to sleep down in my basement so I didn't wake everybody up with my snoring and getting up 17 times. So I had just taken some NyQuil and I was waiting for it to kick in. And I turned this on in a dark room with no lights, and all it has is a bed. There's no furniture. It looks like one of those rooms that they're in the movie. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just start watching this. Within 20 minutes, no, within like 6 minutes, I took my phone out and I turned the flashlight on and I set it down on the floor facing up so that it would shine a light in the room because I was so scared. And then I shut the door because it was open and my bed was facing the door, and I just kept looking at the corner of the room like, is there a guy there? I think there might be a guy there. So I shut the door. I keep watching it. Granted, like I said before, I had the blessing of the ads for like Rinvoq come on, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I get to watch
I'm gonna order Rinvoq.
I need to order some Rinvoq for my life, and I get through it. I'm still a little loopy, and I'm laying there, and I'm getting tired, and I'm like, I can't close my eyes. I need to stay awake. Just check the corner of the room again, and finally I drift off to sleep. And I was talking to you about this, and you said there's this weird phenomenon where if you have these nightmares, I don't know what they're called, where
Sleep paralysis.
sleep paralysis. So I wasn't being chased by Mike Myers. I was being chased by something, and I was running, and I get to this house and I can't get in. And for some reason, there's a giant bulldog, like a pit bull.
Pit bull.
A pit bull. Yeah, a pit bull. Giant jowls and just stuff hanging from his mouth. And he's coming after me. I can't get in the house. So I turn to leave, and he pins me down and he bites. His freaking teeth are in my shoulder blade. So I had rolled over on the bed, and I'm laying face down. I feel like any movement that I made, the jaws would come
You're
down
like
a
kind
little,
of awake enough to know your position.
which is interesting because I heard my own moans. I was like, and that woke me up. But then I was still in a conscious nightmare state where I felt like this dog was still biting me. Dude,
You messed up, dog.
I messed up.
You messed
You
up.
told me a million times, don't watch this alone. Don't watch this the
I
dark.
know.
No one's gonna watch this with me, and I had to
I
get it
know
done
I'm
for
a
the
wuss,
show.
but this was a very scary one.
Man. So yeah, needless to say, don't do what I did. It would have been a much funner time.
Or do it if you're into it.
Yeah, but
Maybe
like,
you're into that.
how fun would it be to watch this like on, even Halloween night would be the best after the trick-or-treaters are kind of gone. You've turned the light out. You've got a bunch of people over. You're eating treats, and you've got some nice hot
There's no
beverage.
one over. That sounds better. Sorry.
No, just like
me and my wife.
just like a couple people that you want to hang out with at around Halloween time, and you watch this.
just us.
and you can have fun getting scared together. That's more fun to me. Not what I did.
No.
Anyway, well, any other reasons why we should watch Halloween or not watch Halloween?
I don't think there's a reason not to watch it. I think this is required viewing. I feel guilty that I didn't watch it sooner. And I think you nailed the reasons. I mean, it's a pretty simple movie. It's like it's so basic and it's so simple, and that's what's so effing scary. It's just one key, a guy doing this on the piano, and one guy just kind of standing who the fuck knows where with a knife, and it's the scariest thing of all time. Okay, I'll just tell my story now. Last Halloween, my son has a bunch of friends over, and they're playing hide and seek inside our house. And so they're up on our main level, and they're down in the basement. All the lights are off. All the blinds are closed. It's dark in the house. And my wife and I are like the moderators. We're like announcing people being found. And I start a soundtrack, and I put this on. I put this song on. And this little girl, they were like 13. She comes up. She's like, please turn that off. It's way too scary. Please turn that off. Turn that off. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And so I'm like I put on like Nightmare Before Christmas shit and just like trying to tone it down. But it like genuinely messed her up. And she's never even seen the movie. It's so scary in its own right somehow.
Dude.
But the soundtrack is so good.
The soundtrack is amazing.
It's like Jaws, dude.
It is like Jaws. And I love it. I love I love all of his soundtracks that I've watched films for him, and he does a lot of them. The Big Trouble in Little China music video, look it up. It's the funniest, greatest thing of all time. John Carpenter and his buddies just on a music video with weird CGI of like showing scenes from the movie and like garbage can lids. It's awesome. Just watch it. All right, let's get into By the Numbers.
Okay.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
All right, did you look up the budget?
No, I don't. Just so everyone knows, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know anything about the movie going into this section because it's my favorite to have the Popcorn Priest teach me shit and to be able to guess.
Okay.
I love being able to guess. I did zero research at all. That's how I roll.
All right. Well, tell me, what is...
You've kind of hinted that it's a low budget.
True.
I'm going to say $8 million.
Wow. That is... I got to...
What is it?
Just a second. That deserves this.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's not 8 million. 8 million is a lot.
400,000.
$300,000. You were almost right in your fake guess.
Whoa.
In
I don't know
1978.
how this works, man. I don't know.
It's wild. 1978. $300,000. Guess what it made?
8 million.
No. I mean,
How much?
dude.
$42 million.
Listen, dude.
I've never been so hurt by a sound. I'm so sad for me.
Don't make me laugh too much.
I'm a winner.
Start coughing.
I swear to you guys, I'm a fucking winner.
Domestic budget or domestic box office is 47.2 million, combined with international of 23 million, which brings the sum to 70.2 million. And adjusted
Has there
for
ever
inflation,
been a higher ROI?
oh my gosh, the studio execs were like, I mean, critics were trashing it when it came out. The executives were like, they were fighting him on Final Cut the entire time.
for 300K.
I know, like, what the heck?
Why did anyone give one shit?
Yeah, he should have been like, you know what? If you want to give me a couple more $1 million, you can tell me what to do with my movie.
Correct.
Get this. This is where I've said it 2 or 3 times on the show in the past, but there was this interview that Jimmy Kimmel did with, I think it was Bill Simmons on his podcast about ticket sales and box office numbers. And Kimmel brings up a really interesting point about how ticket sales, we need to know ticket sales because it's different now than it was then. And
I don't want to know based on the ticket price.
Yeah, because the price back then is like $3 to go to the movie, maybe less, maybe $1, $2.50, $3.50, whatever it is.
Less for sure. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just less. So
it's a
not
lot
one
less,
one.
and it still made $70 million on a $300,000 budget. Guess the amount of ticket sales on its initial run.
I don't know.
20 million tickets were sold. That's
You're not hitting that on any movie nowadays.
It's crazy, the numbers. And who knows how many people snuck in and watched it for free.
Yeah, like that
A
one
lot.
person
That hated it.
Yeah, why don't they do I guess it's just not as, it doesn't sound as good.
Well, that's the true number. That's how many times someone went out of their home, bought a ticket, watched it, and then they did it again, or how many.
There's even way fewer people on the planet. Like, we've had a population inflation too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
dude.
And less theaters. I mean, now we've got 4,000 plus theaters in the country. Back then, there's probably maybe 1,000. Maybe. It's crazy. And it was probably not in a full wide release either.
Yeah,
just astronomical. Some other crazy numbers. Shot in 20 days. They filmed this.
Broke the movie industry, dude. He broke it. Now producers are like, you have 20 days and $300K to make me $70 million.
Yeah. An anomaly for sure. They were shooting for 6 days a week and up to 13 pages of script a day. They were pumping through the shooting schedule.
Yeah, that's 13 pages is a lot of film. It doesn't feel like this was script heavy.
Yeah, but for an hour and a half, and this guy's fighting for Final Cut, and they're shooting for 6 days a week for 20 days, that's a breakneck speed.
100%. That's what I mean. Like, that much, you're doing so many scenes because each scene only has 10 words.
Here's another ambiguous number that you're going to like. This was shot in the summertime. Did you know that?
I did, only because the one weird thing I've heard from my wife was that there were only like 2 pumpkins.
Yeah,
and they couldn't find any Halloween props.
Yeah, they couldn't find any pumpkins. So it's not fall. They didn't shoot in Illinois. They shot it in California. It was summertime. I felt like it was the fall.
Me too.
And guess what they did? They painted thousands of paper leaves, and they would reuse them after every shot. They would have a dude. They would pick them up after each scene and reuse them. Here's the scene, okay? And cut. Hey, Daryl, can you go pick up all the leaves for us? We're heading down to the next shot.
10% of their budget is just picking up leaves.
Daryl's like, yeah, I got him. Jeez.
Dude.
Like, and
it felt like fall. Not one time was I like, this looks like the summer.
And they were even falling. They had someone like dropping them down from ladders or something because it was awesome.
100%.
Carpenter and Deborah Hill wrote the screenplay in 10 days.
Yeah, they're breaking it, dude. This is
It's so crazy. Here's another stat. How much do you think the mask cost them?
Dude, I don't know.
$1.99. They went to
What
the
is
store.
the mask? What is it?
Do you know? I kind of knew because it's such part of popular culture. It's a Captain Kirk mask. It's a William Shatner face. Did you know that?
No,
No, you had to
I
have known that.
didn't. I promised.
Wow,
That's amazing.
it's a William Shatner Captain
This is
Kirk
why I
mask.
don't do research.
They painted it
Yes.
white and they cut the holes of the eye holes bigger to make it feel more like a weird blank stare, which also, what a brilliant thing to do that you wouldn't even think, okay, let's make those eye holes bigger and it's going to make it scarier.
These guys are the epitome of golden handcuffs, where it's like,
Exactly.
again, if you had too much money, this is any more money. Allegedly, they did it. They did it perfectly. Any more, and it's worse. I'm telling you.
Correct. All right.
Fantastic.
Here's another number, 11. What do you think that refers to? The amount of taglines this movie had. 11 taglines, dude.
You have some?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I'm going to read them all to you right now.
What's the main one?
Usually, so I always like to throw in a tagline in the start of each like episode that I do. It's just funny. I like checking out what the marketing messages were. And there's usually 1 to 2, maybe 3. There are 11. Listen to all these. The trick was to stay alive.
Nice.
The night he came home.
That's a good one, too.
He's come back.
Great.
The one, the only, the classic Halloween. That was a re-release, so maybe we could throw that one out.
Fair.
The night he came home. He came home for Halloween. Everyone is entitled to one good scare. And the one that I picked was trick or treat or die.
The second to last one was terrible.
Terrible. Let's celebrate the horror. Happy Halloween. And the trick is to stay alive. That's the worst.
Dude.
Crazy.
I like
11
it.
taglines.
Yeah, why do they have 11 when they're so similar?
Yeah.
You could pare that down to like 3.
Yeah. Here's another. Oh man, I think this is kind of spoilery. Are we okay to spoilery this?
I
Spoil
don't
this?
even know what you could spoil. There's another movie.
If you yeah.
There's like 5 of them, dude. So
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
you haven't seen it and don't want to know what happens at the very last second, please do it now. Okay, I'm going to spoil something right now. So this was for the, and I don't know why I even put it into numbers, but it's here, and I'm going to talk about it. Initially, the script called for Dr. Loomis to react with, "I knew this would happen," when his body disappeared. However, Donald Pleasance, in his aged
Infinite
grace
wisdom.
and
Yeah.
wisdom, argued instead for more shock. And then they ended up shooting both scenes, and they went with the one where he was like, where did he go?
I
I
actually think I might like the other one.
like I knew this would happen. I like that one better.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of who he was the whole time.
The whole time
I mean,
he's like,
the beginning of the movie, he's like, if we don't go, he's going to get out. I know it. And then he goes and he's out.
Yeah.
Like, that is his character.
he's talking to the nurse in the car, which is such a awesome scene when she's smoking, and oh man, so great. But that's his whole thing is like, yeah, I told you
I
guys.
told you guys.
I've been here telling you
Nobody
the whole
listens to me. How many more people need to die before someone listens to me? 100%. That's literally his entire persona.
Exactly.
He ruined it.
He
He ruined his own character.
Thanks, Donald Pleasance. That
I'll
was
tell you
not
what,
very
like,
pleasant.
It's fun to get after him, but I liked that scene in the movie still.
I do
I
too.
think this would have been better, but it was still good.
Yeah, you could have a hybrid where Dr. Loomis has a, yeah, I knew this was going to happen, and then Laurie Strode is like freaked out, like where the crap is he? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what do you think the body count is?
Oh man, 7.
4.
4. Yeah, that makes sense too.
according to this, again, it's spoilery, but Judith Myers, which is the sister, the mechanic.
Spoilers. You are spoiling this now.
Oh, yeah. I just said that, yes.
Oh, okay. You should watch this. You should watch this. That's
Correct.
a fact. We've summed up the first episode. We'll keep going, but you should definitely go watch this 100%.
Yes. Annie Brackett was strangled and had her throat slit, and then Bob was stabbed in the chest.
That's it?
Plus, there were other off-screen deaths, which I think they should count. According to the internets, which is the site that I pulled this from, is Dead Meat. They do all of kill counters, and I love their site. But they don't count off-screen deaths. But there was more. There was I think there was 7.
Yeah, it seems like there's definitely more than 3, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, dude. That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready to close and get into more spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm going to play this on the way out. At this point, there will be more spoilers up ahead. More than we've already done.
It's impossible to spoil.
It's
really
true.
is.
I mean, I knew most of that stuff, so, I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
I knew people were going to get stabbed, and I knew this guy was going to stab him.
The first spoiler from the description is the thing I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's wandering around in the first scene, and I'm like, I think this is a kid. And my wife
You
is like,
knew it was a
what?
kid?
I was like, I think this is a little kid.
No
and
way.
Because the angle was lower than everyone. It was kind of looking up. I'm like, this is a little kid. And my wife is like, what? And my wife, spoiler city, dude. She's so much smarter than me. She always knows what's happening.
Okay.
And she's like, what? And then immediately after, he walks into his sister's room, and she's like, stop it. And he gets her. But that's the only thing you could spoil in the whole movie, and it's spoiled in the description from the fucking studio.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I wish I did. I'm glad I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about this other than his mask, and I knew he didn't die because there's 5 other movies, 6 other movies. Like, give me a break. Anyway, well, there's more spoilers to come. Please come back next week and join us for our breakdown of Halloween from 1978. I'm on the social medias. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest at Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Keep watching. And by the way, a note, I'm going to probably do this next week because no one's probably listening anymore. But
yeah,
please
do it again.
Please just watch my ads because that's the only way that I get paid. And
you guys are not very active on Patreon.
Yeah, it's okay that you don't send me money. I get it. There's a lot of people out there, but please just watch the ads. It's the only way I get paid. So don't skip them. Thank you. The easiest way to support the show, like I said, is don't skip those ads. And subscribing and giving us a 5-star review. Easier than not getting killed by Mike Myers. As always, thanks for listening. Thanks to my special guest, the guy I'd rather be with if we're getting chased by a homicidal maniac, Dr. Dare.
Thanks for having me.
Join us next week for part 2. We'll see you guys next week.
This is the most fun, dude.